Alright, thanks to everybody that is viewing this video to purchase a machine, if that's how you found this, and if you're just on YouTube surfing around. I sell sewing machines on eBay under user ID NIFTYTHRIFTYGIRL, so check us out. This video features a vintage Kenmore model 1400. Actually, it's 158.1400, or basically it's model 1400. It doesn't look very mean and menacing. It's actually a pretty machine. It's basic, it's smooth, not a lot of, bells and whistles to be seen there. It is all metal. It has a 1.2 amp motor, made in Japan. Cosmetically, it's good. It does have a little paint loss right here along the front deck. It looks like something's been scraped along the top edge. Other than that, it's very nice. It's still got a lot of shine to the painted finish. Of course, it has the Class 15 bobbin. It's a multi-purpose needle plate there, and that flips around to be a straight or a zigzag. Uses Class 15 bobbins, 15x1 needles, and standard low shank screw-on feet. It has built-in stitches, both regular and stretch. You'll have to see it a little bit better when I take pictures, but it's very easy to switch between regular and stretch. All you do is go between red and white with this little lever. It has reverse, feed dog drop, and of course bobbin winder. Bobbin winder is grumpy. It seems like it gets itself a hair out of position and you have to bump it to put it back in position. My husband worked on it for a couple hours and it's just the way it's going to be. It's just a hair grumpy. It does work. It'll stop while you're winding your bobbin. You can just give it a little nudge and it'll start winding again. It's got a new wheel, been oiled and everything, and it's just grumpy. It is double needle capable. You do get double needle. You also get pre-filled bobbins in their own little plastic carrying case. You also get a buttonholer with the adapter plate that goes here on the front of the machine. And you also get a PDF copy of the instruction manual. I will email that to you upon purchase. Now, I'm going to do a little bit sewing. Start off with just straight stitch. Very smooth machine. You can hear the power. The 1.2 amp motor is very strong. This machine is just serviced. All the timing has been checked. Everything's in order. It's ready to go when you receive it. There's a nice straight stitch. Let's go to a zigzag. Beautiful, beautiful. Kenmores are my favorite. They just require hardly any tension adjustment or anything as you're sewing. Flip the little lever and go over to a stretch stitch. That's how easy it is to go to a stretch. Here's a stretch zigzag, or a rick-rack as it will be referred to. Have the links kind of pulled in. Nice, consistent, perfect balanced stitch. It also has some decorative designs. Let me see. Here's a scallop. Let's go back over to regular. This is like a scallop design. No cams for this machine. Everything's built in. So you get, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 12-stitch machine. Of course, you always have the option of creative embroidering, which is where you change the width of your stitch while you're stitching, and that makes designs. Alright, back to some basic sewing. Let's do 6 layers of denim using a size 16 needle. Like it's nothing. Like I said, any basic standard low shank screw-on footer attachment's going to work with this machine. Nothing fancy needed. Expensive. 10 layers of cotton. Like a cotton poly blend. It's just, I love these machines. Somebody could offer me a $5,000 sewing machine and I'd still want one of these old Kenmores because they're just, they sew so nicely. 5 layers of woven upholstery. And I'll show you the room under the presser foot here in a minute. The clearance. Like phenomenal. Balance stitch. Perfect. Last but not least, we're going to do 4 layers of leather. And you'll see a perfect stitch on this also. If you're going to do leather work, and I don't, you know, it's not meaning saddles, belts, or anything like that. This is putting patches on your jacket, making a vest, making a pair of pants. You know, I'm not talking about sewing horse bridles or making leather belts. Beautiful, consistent stitch on 4 layers of raw leather. But I would recommend a walking foot attachment if you're going to consistently do work with vinyl or leather because it just helps the motor and the feed dogs. I'm going to show you with some quarters, if I can find them all here, the amount of room under the presser foot. These Kenmores are phenomenal. This is 6 quarters. Feed dogs are up. And I can get 6 quarters under there, and I can get a 7th if